You're not on.
Okay, hello everybody, and my name is Art Manville, and I've got my friend Merlin here with me tonight, helping to welcome you all to our webinar. Very excited to be here tonight. Just excited about this whole project that we've got rolling here, and wanted to give you an update. Got a few slides to show, and just show you what all is going on here. Okay, so anyway, let's get rolling. First of all, yes, our you saw our preview presentation, and I had a lot of great feedback on that. It was good. In fact, whoops, Terry, gotta close off this audio here. Helping to welcome you. Okay, can't have audio on there. All right, so this is a Hangout, right? It's supposed to have a few things that maybe go wrong every once in a while. So, yeah, the audio turned out great. In fact, the video, as you saw, did not sync up with the audio, but the audio was so good, we just didn't want to do it again. We didn't want to go through and see if we could create that same energy, if we could create that same vibe that we had there. Everything was great. So Chris Peterson has got involved in the project. He loves it. He has edited the audio down. The audio is already, probably right now while we're here on our Hangout, he's already working on tweaking the slides. I mean, we have some great slides, but you know, he has that ability to tweak things up, and so he's working on that. So yes, we expect it very, very soon. You know, within days, I would say a week at the very, very latest, but within days we're expecting to have that presentation ready, ready for you to show people, ready to start spreading the word. And yeah, it's going to be part of the My Mangosteen system. Exactly how, we're not sure yet how we're going to do it. I've got a lot of ideas on that. I don't want to put them out there to you today because things could change. You know what's like in the creative process. So very excited about the whole idea. So let me bring up my screen share here, show you a few slides that will help to just bring the story into where it makes sense. So yes, will it be you? And I love this picture because this is a global project, guys. I mean, that's what we have here in our hands. This is a product that can change the world, as you know, and this story can change the world that we're bringing to the marketplace here. And what we're wanting to do is look for the right kind of people that connect with this idea. We're not looking to convince people. We're not looking to try to, you know, close people or anything like that. I believe that everything in life has a frequency and an energy to it. And if our energy is right, if our frequency is right here, and we take this out to people, and we're going to take it out massively to people, the right ones will connect with it, they'll see it, and they'll want to know more. And you'll know who they are because they'll be asking the questions. So, yeah, I'm going to change the world, and this is my plan. That's, of course, how I finish off the presentation, but you know, we all want to be involved in something that makes a difference, and you know what, guys, network marketers do make a difference. We already change the world. Ideas change the world, as I've talked about this before. And some of your ideas that people don't accept right now still have an impact on them. So don't look at every one of your invitations as a success or failure situation. I want you to spread the word on this. I want you to take this message out and knowing that every time someone is touched with this message, they are impacted and they are changed. And so are you through the effort of giving. And just wanted to show a quick little picture of our property here that we showed on Facebook. And love this work from home environment, guys. This is what I want more people to be able to do. That's our waterfall. There's like 13 waterfalls that go down there. I'm standing out on deck 5, and you know, just love life in the country. It's no wonder we're cocooners, some people keep saying. So social entrepreneurs, that's what we're involved in here, and together everyone achieves more to get to that 100 million meals. And I know that sounds like a lot of meals, but I wanted a big, hairy goal here, guys, because I think we can do it. Whether it's 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, it doesn't really matter. But I want us to get involved in going after this goal. So what is social entrepreneurship? I still like this slide. It's designed to reward ordinary people for making an extraordinary impact. That's what we do. So what we do is we find solutions where other people see problems. And our solution, of course, is the Meal Pack Project. And I wanted to get into that just a little bit more here today. And I've got this document that you see there, and I'll make it available to everyone. But, you know, the meal packs go out, and we don't always hear exactly what is the process for people receiving this. How are they distributed? What actually happens? And I found this great article from Zango on the Somalia Project. And this is I'll just read a little bit this to you because it gives you a good idea of how this works. It says, as part of the distribution, each child enjoys a full plate of the fortified porridge before mothers collect the family's allotment. So the child gets fed first, and then each mother receives training from health educators on the basic principles of nutrition and childhood development, along with instructions on how to safely prepare the porridge using boiled water to avoid risk and waterborne illnesses. And that's the great thing about our project here, is all it needs is clean water. In addition, each mother receives a ration card where the distribution date and allotment of meals are recorded, along with statistics including the weight of each child and the mid-upper arm circumference. This practice helps to measure and track each child's nutritional status and progress between distributions. So I want you to know that AmeriCares takes their business very seriously here, obviously, and they make sure that they monitor the results. It's not like handing people a meal pack and hoping that it gets to the right people. And our whole project, the great thing about the way we're doing this is it's perpetual and self-sustaining, as we've talked about. Now let's talk about the power of a network. Because the power of a network, that's what we're going to be creating here. And I love our new Zalo plan because it allows us to get back to the fundamentals of looking for 3 people. The power of 3 comes back into play here. And building 3 legs, if you will, of people that are social entrepreneurs. So you just need to have 3 strong social entrepreneurs on your first level. You don't want to have everybody sponsored directly under you anymore in Zango at all. I don't recommend you having more than 3 legs, you know, and so it's really the power of 3 and 3 who find 3 more. That's the kind of network that we need to create. And when you continue that process of 3 who finding 3, that's how you get to this 1,000 social entrepreneurs, right? And you can see in this example here, you started with 3 people in blue who found the 3 people in red who found the 3 people in green, and that's how the whole thing is built. And 1,000 social entrepreneurs would provide 40,000 meals per month with just $120 each as a personal contribution. And of course, that's $120,000 worth of volume that would be flowing through your business at the same time. So that's a pretty significant amount of volume. To remind you that Zango's had a lot of success. This is the kind of company that you want to be involved in, that over $2 billion in worldwide sales. We're in 40+ countries. I believe the meal pack is available to everyone in every country. And what's great about it is somebody doesn't have to wait to get results on this like they might with our Zango juice before they decide they want to turn it into a business. We're going to be looking for different kinds of people here. And we have this volume-based plan. And by the way, we're going to be taking some questions in a moment here, so put in any questions you've got on the chat. And once I finish the slides, we'll go into some of those questions. And so this is how it works with regard to the money, a lot of people have been asking me, okay, 100 people, how do you get $1,000 a month from 100 people? And so 100 people each buying one meal pack, and I'll tell you, it will be more than that. This is very conservative. Because people will go on from purchasing the meal pack. The meal pack is our lead product here, if you will. And for those of you that have been in the business, you understand the principle of leading with the product or leading with the business. What we're actually leading with is the cause here. We're leading with something that can make a difference. But people that will come in for the meal pack will learn about our other products and will want to try them. And so some of them will be on, and some of them will upgrade to get maximum compensation. So I would guess that this figure is going to be way up. I would think we're going to see, instead of $120 per person, it's going to be $150, $160 per person. But at the minimum, that produces 12,000 volume, and these are all distributors, if you will. They're all coming in as distributors. Although we will get some customers, people that just want to make a contribution, but that's not our target here. We're not just looking for people that make a contribution and donate, because that does not grow a network and make a huge impact. What makes a huge impact is looking for people that want to spread the word with others. And so most of these people in this example would be distributors earning roughly 5%. That's $600 monthly residual. And then with Zango's Drive Your Own Dream bonus, that's $400 a month. That's where you hit the $1,000 a month. So to connect with us, if you want to be involved in this project, make sure you're in our business loop. You should have received an email from us today from any meeting, but if not, send us an email to artmanville7@gmail to get in the business loop. We've done the preview now, so the next step is the actual live presentation, and we'll let you know as soon as that's available. And I love this quote. This is something that we had in our original presentation, and we just decided that it was too much to put in our final presentation. So you won't see this slide here, but I had it in there right until the end. And I just love what Robert has to say here. And he says, when you've seen the horrific scene of poor children, like we see in Africa all the time, children dying of starvation, I find it difficult to go to sleep at night. But if you think that you've done something to feed those children or give them help, you just feel a lot better. And that's what we're about, guys. That's what we're going to be doing here. We're doing something and making a difference. And this is actually a great montage of children. They're all eating meal packs. All these kids on here all have some porridge. These are live, actual pictures of children eating meal packs around the world. And so, will it be you? Are you going to be the one to spread the word and make a difference? So I'm going to close out the slideshow here and see if we got any questions coming in on the chat about anything. So enable the chat box. Okay, there, we've got the chat box up. And now you can go ahead and send in some questions if you've got on anything at all. Sorry I didn't put that up there earlier. And we'll just see if we got anybody that has any questions or comments that they'd like to share. And I'll take a little bit of water while we're waiting. Why doesn't somebody send me a chat just so I can make sure it's working? Somebody say something. Hello, make sure I've got all messages are public. Okay, well, make sure I've got all the systems set up here, because I'm not getting anything on the chat even though it says it's public. Okay, testing. I'll say testing. There's a post.
Some people are behind or I'm behind. I can't see the chat yet.
Okay. Okay, Melissa, are there ever opportunities to deliver the meal packs? I'm thinking like a mission trip type of thing. Well, it's been done, It's been done, Melissa. Eric Welsh did the very same thing. Thanks, Amy. Yes, I'm seeing this. So it's been done, and it's not impossible. There's different ways of doing it, and in fact, I can see lots of different ways how we can get involved in specific projects once we build this up. Once we have a big network, we'll have a lot of influence with the company. But Eric Welsh basically had took a whole busload, if you will, of meal packs over to Tanzania. And in fact, I believe that last picture with all those children were from his expedition over there. So yes, it's possible. Okay, one of the things I wanted to talk about while you're thinking about questions is the kind of people that I think are a good fit for this. One of the things I like about our project here is it really opens the door to a completely different kind of person. We're not actually looking for a person that needs money, for instance, and we're not looking for a kind of person that is looking for a business opportunity. We're looking for the kind of person that wants to make a difference. So you've got people that look at Terry and I, right? One of the reasons we're excited about this is because we've achieved our financial goals. We're looking to make a difference. There's a lot of people in the world that feel like us. So the most successful people that people that have a lot of financial resources, people that have a lot of influence, these are the kind of people you want to contact with this. You want to contact the people that know the most people. And we'll get into some training on how to do this, but it's as simply as, listen, I'm working on this new project. I need some help. A lot of people. Would you like to have a look and see what I'm doing? And then, gosh, you just give them the link or take them to the page where the presentation is and follow up with them. So, it's a different group, and it's going to appeal to a different kind of person. So think of your chicken list. What we used to call the chicken list in the industry were the people you were most afraid to talk to. This will be easy to talk to them about it. Listen, I've got this new project. I'd like to get your opinion on it. I'm looking to make a difference. I know you know a lot of people. Would you like to have a look at it? Okay, how to get the word out about the Meal Pack program beyond Facebook and word of mouth to family and friends. That's from Mark. Well, first of all, I think you can contact your family and friends through Facebook. There's just a matter of developing conversations and relationships with people wherever they are. I prefer to use words called formal, F-O-R-M-L, to develop relationship with people so that you're not jumping right in on pitching them on the Meal Pack program. Where are you from? What you been doing lately? How are things going? As you're bumping into people, look for opportunities in conversations. Look for doors that open in conversations. And then you just might look for, like I was going through old business cards today, and I found this business card of this guy that used to be in Zango 10 years ago, and I found him on Facebook, and I sent him a private message, and he's now a friend of mine. He's from Australia, and he knows a lot of people. All I've done is build relationship with him. I've asked him what he's doing, what he's been involved in, where he's going. The timing isn't right. I'm just developing rapport, relationship with him. And then eventually I'm going to say, hey, I'd like you to have a look at this new project that I'm involved in. Let's make a difference together. Amy asking tax incentive for contributions. There's tax incentives as in U.S. as a donation, but there's also business write-offs if you're building a business and you have to buy a product. Most accountants will write off any personal purchases that you make. For the public that isn't building a business, that don't have that business intent, then yes, they can. There are tax. This is a tax charity. People have written it off. I've never done that myself because it's a business for me, a business expense for me. Thanks, Amy from down under. I guess it's early in the morning there. Cheryl Love says, I like that the focus will be on those wanting to make a difference as opposed to business builders, and this new presentation will replace the current one. Well, the current one doesn't work because the audio and the video doesn't line up. So, I mean, it's usable, but it's not something you want to present to people. And so it's going to be the same basic presentation as that, but made to look professional and have the audio and video sync up. It'll be very, very similar, Cheryl. And you can see that there's not a lot of business info in the presentation. Oh, you haven't seen it? Yeah, it's designed to be very subtle. And we basically talk about very little business. We show a few slides on that. So that presentation is available in its current form. It'd be fine for somebody like you. You can email me, and I can send you a link to the original version that we did. But the video is about 20 seconds behind the audio. Nutritional information on the meal pack. Yeah, you should be able to get that from Zango. I don't know that there's any fruit and mangosteen fruit. It's not a mangosteen-based product, I don't believe, Melinda. But you should be able to get that from Zango, and we'll research that out as well. But yes, it's got a complete nutritional profile in it. Okay. Well, any other questions? I think you guys have got the picture. We're really close to having this presentation available. I want you to start thinking about people. I want you to start making connections. You know, go through your old business cards. I got a stack of old business cards. Some of them are 5 and 10 years old. And what I'm doing with these business cards is I'm looking people up on Facebook. And if they look like they're active on Facebook, I'm friending them, and I'm starting to develop relationship with them. That's one of the things I'm going to do. But I'm also thinking about people that I've never contacted about Zango. There's lots of people I've never contacted yet, and that I think might be a good fit for this, and people that I haven't talked to in 5 and 10 years. And so it's about building that relationship. Okay, Leanne says Americare sends out tax receipts for each meal pack at the end of each year. Okay, so that's how that works. Great job, Leanne. Great builder today, Leanne. I guess she's on here. Melinda, right? Is that her? Is that the Melinda? Okay, yeah, she was asking about the nutrition information. Welcome to the team, Melinda. She's a fabulous lady. Great to have you part of this. Okay, guys, we're just about ready to close this out. I don't want to keep you too long. Expect to receive something pretty quickly on this. Any questions, you can always email me. So we're going to stop the broadcast. Once again, this is automatically being recorded. It's going up to our YouTube channel, which actually is Will It Be the letter B, U, Y-O-U. Let It Be You is our YouTube channel. So we'll have our own channel for these kinds of live broadcasts. And in the future, you'll be able to bring guests and people that are looking at the Meal Pack program to a live chat, and they can bring their questions to something like this and let somebody else answer the question. So thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Excited to be involved in this project with you. Let's make it us. Good night now.